All right, it's week 5. Like last week, I'm gonna continue being in drop D, but this time I'm gonna physically tune the Variax to drop or the guitar to drop D because there's a little bit of weird stuff happening with when you down tune like one of the strings and you kind of hear some notes below it. And I think for this type of guitar, and it's only on one of the strings. It's only for one of the strings, and it's pretty much when you detune the low E uh, via the software or hardware, really. So I'm gonna go up against that and just tune my guitar normally, so I can just tune it down to drop D, and then the tracking will be so much better. So that's all it really is. Nothing really too big. It's a minor, probably annoyance with the guitar, but I just gotta tune my string. Like that's really not a big deal. But I want to try to do something, keep it simpler, and make it like really jammy. I guess new metal ish, you know. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So to begin, I'm gonna be making a tone. I've been working on a bunch of different tones lately for stuff, and it's funny enough. Like if you look here, my band and I were planning on checking out Be Quiet and Drive. So I made like a tone for it. It sounds pretty killing. So I'm gonna go through the same signal channel. I'm gonna make something similar to that tone that I used. Make it all work together. So, like I mentioned, well, everything's already here. I'm gonna still stay in drop D. I'm just gonna put this back to normal, just in case. So right on the guitar itself, I chose standard, but now I'm gonna go tune, and then I'll start with the tone creation. All right, I'm probably gonna need some micro adjusting soon, but this is what we're gonna start with right now. So, from what I like to use on the cab side of things, so I'm gonna go to my IRs again, and I'm gonna use this Marshall mix here because I kind of dig how this one sounds. I might throw a little low cut on it in a very short amount of time, but that's what we're gonna use for the most part. I'm gonna put this right at the end of this right now, and I'll put the head right here, and I'm gonna go to 22, 24 or something, 2204. So this is what that raw tone is like right now. You know, if I do a little low cut, we'll see what that sounds like a little bit. Go back a little bit. And, you know, that's without, you know, any extra gain or anything. So I'll probably throw on a little bit of... Well, you know what? Before we put on any boost or anything, let's go here a little bit. Add a little more drive. Not bad. Let's throw this guy on here. I'll just turn this down. I'll put a little gate on right here already. So I'll probably take the drive down a little bit. So now I'll just name this week 5 right now just to get this going. But yeah, I kind of like how that, you know, just have the simple nature of this tone right now. And I'm not putting any reverb. I mean, if I, you know, for live stuff, obviously I would put some reverb and EQ and whatnot. But for right now, I'm not really messing with it. Let's try to come up with a riff to use with this. Not sure where this would be in the song, but it'll be something. I definitely want to start out with a chorus type thing. I'll just write a couple of these ideas that I've come up with. So this will be the first idea. I guess we'll do the second idea, which is the chorus idea I came up with. So it's like the... something like that. There's some cool things going on there. All right, well, I think I figured out the next section of how I want to do the song. I guess it'll be somewhat of a chorus. Something like that. Oh, I'm confused. I don't know what to... So what I've done is we have, I guess, a verse 1, a pre-chorus, a chorus, post-chorus, and verse 2, pre-chorus, chords. Kind of cool. All right, so today I'm going to be working on some drums with the last ideas that I had from finishing some more sections for the guitars and just figuring out a layout of the song. I guess I could use this as the first section. I mean, this is super basic. That's okay right now. I kind of dig how this drum mix sounds so far. Maybe I'll do that. I guess. I don't really like hitting these together. Like, I don't know. I just really don't like. kind of a weird thing going on there. It's okay for now, but it's a little different for what I normally would write. And we're gonna do some bass tracking. I was thinking about some stuff, and I figured out how this song might end up being. I feel like it could be more on the grunge side of like an Alice in Chains song. And if I get to the point tomorrow, or whenever I can record some of the vocal ideas, I think you'll see it. But I'm thinking ahead. Let's just focus right now on bass. Okay, wrong notes there. Yeah, kind of cool. I didn't really like this idea yesterday, but now I kind of do. Now that I think I figured out what I want to do vocalize on it, and I think this, I don't know, it just some vibes to it. I think I like it because of my chord choices. Now that hearing it with the bass, it makes a little more sense. Like this is kind of cool. This part. But I don't know if I want it to happen more than once in the song. I kind of dig where it is, and I kind of dig how the verse 2 is a little bit, of that part just a little softer. It's kind of cool. I mean, it doesn't need a bridge. A lot of my songs, they have bridges, but maybe this one doesn't really need it. It's going to be just a short, kind of fun song. Maybe it can have a guitar solo. I really don't do that, but maybe it can. So with some like wah and stuff, maybe I'll do that. You know, I'll write that in. Let's do verse bar solo. I think that could be cool. And then we'll copy these two. And then outro guitar solo. Ooh, that could be so hip. So hip. I'm pretty happy with how this song has come since the past couple days. Like I've been kind of lost on it, but now I'm like, all right, it's been put together in my head. That's why I'm a strong believer of working on something in small pieces rather than big chunks. Some of the other songs I did in big chunks. But I think when you're starting from scratch and when you're coming up with stuff on the fly, you do a little bit every day. Just like practicing your instrument, or you got a big homework assignment to do or whatever. Do a little bit every day because something might click. And I think this is a prime example, for me at least, of something clicking. And now I'm like, okay, I like this idea, and now I know how I can expand upon it and make it even better. So I will try my best to get something going with this, because the past 2 weeks have been kind of interesting with my songs. But I think this week is a little stronger. Yeah, I don't think the song idea is strong, but I like some of the elements. but I like where I'm going with this. I'm still experimenting, and that's what I really want to figure out is how I can experiment and find what I like. So yeah, see you on vocals. I've been waiting for you. I'm just being on the side. Why don't you call me? Why don't you go away? I try to do anything, try to do anything away. I don't know if that works, but it's kind of cool. It's got some vibe to it. Want to put it on high, break away. I can't believe you. Want to put it on eyes. Want to put it on red. Cool. Got some vibe to it. This is like the System of a Down vibe I kind of thought of here. Almost like that, where it does that, mother. I don't know exactly what that's considered, but that's kind of what I'm getting the vibe from. Walking toward me, I feel your empty heartbeat. And then you say, you make the feeling I can't forget to breathe. I can't believe you want to come in light. I can't think of the chord part. I want you coming away. Yeah. And then it's guitar solo. And then a chorus out, maybe. It's wild how far this song has come in such a small amount of time. Like, I really didn't like it. And then once I was like, oh, once I figured out what the vibe is, I all of a sudden liked it a lot more. So that's kind of cool. If I put this in a video, I haven't even edited last week's video yet. So I'm like a week behind. But it's there. There's something. There's content. So it's just, I'm spacing it out. See you in the next one, I guess. I'm excited to see what comes. I have no idea what's going to happen.